how to stop canceling good manifestation orders and actually get what you want, like kisses from faith. Oh, that's so sweet. It says hi to everybody. So welcome on today's very special pre-live training, which is all in the line of the Freedom Lifestyle Challenge that's coming up very, very soon. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? How is it on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day? It is, I believe, Wednesday today. So happy Wednesday. And today, I just felt very inspired to talk about this topic. It's been a little while since I talked about it, but this is something that a lot of questions are asked about within this group, and it's something that is obviously super, super powerful because Master Sri Krishna shares all these very, very powerful techniques and practices and habits and everything, which are so crucial in being able to attract in your life what you want and to basically create a beautiful life. And let me ask you this first question, because we're doing this in the same old way as we always do it. We're going to make this interactive. This is not about me. This is about you guys. So let me ask you this question. Is there something that you would like to manifest in your life? Right? Is there something that you would like to manifest in your life? Whether that is better health, whether that is your perfect partner, whether that is more money, more abundance, whether that is having more, being more relaxed, being more happy, anything of these things. I'm just going to turn off my notifications because I get plenty of notifications on a daily basis, believe me. So comment below, is there anything that you are looking to manifest? And the only reason I can imagine for you not to say that is if your life is perfect in every way, and everyone around you, everything is perfect. There's nothing that you wish to change. But if that's not the case, then I'm guessing that there might be something on all of our minds and all of our hearts. And in all of this, we obviously are on, how do you say it? We are on a ship. And some of you looking at me right now, thinking, okay, where's she going? We're on a ship, right? And when we sail our way through life, we always have storms and we always have calm water. And there's different things that are coming our way and different challenges coming our way. When I say challenge, I don't mean the amazing lifestyle challenge that's upcoming. And for those of you who haven't yet registered, make sure to register for free. It's going to be the biggest one yet. It's going to be super transformative. And anyone who's ever been on a challenge before, comment below. Tell our community how it has been for you and how it is such a powerful way for people to come together and change their lives around, right? But what I'm saying is that as we are sailing on our life, basically we're making our way through our life and we're sailing, we're driving our ship. There's different things coming our way, and there are the storms of life. And very often, whenever and you guys just let me know whether you can resonate with this. Whenever we are doing things right, we're doing our best, we're putting in all these good efforts, it sometimes takes a while before what we want to come into our life. It sometimes takes a while before we finally get that money coming in, and finally get that super relationship and all those things, whatever we may want to attract in our life, it sometimes takes some time. And as a matter of fact, sometimes we're doing all the right things, but still some very weird things are coming our way, which we think but I'm doing it right. Why is this happening to me? How many of you can relate to this? You're doing, or you're trying to do everything right. You're living, the good life. You meditate, you do journaling, you're grateful, you do all these good practices, but yet some things are still not always exactly working out in the way that you want it to be. Right? So what could that be? And today I want to talk about one very big concept. And this is actually inspired by what Master Sri Krishna talks about. He often talks about how you can see your attraction and your manifestation as Amazon packages, right? And what we have to understand is that whenever we're putting in the efforts to order a good manifestation, sometimes we still have old orders coming our way. And we should not at all be disturbed by old orders still coming in. Now, if you have an idea what I'm talking about, and if you think like, hey, I like the sound of that, comment below and say, heck yes, because this is a very, very big thing. And especially those of you who are very serious and very eager and very passionate to, to live the good life, to be able to have health and wealth and abundance in your life, then this is something very simple that I'm going to be talking about, but that might be an eye-opener for you today. And it might be something that makes you think like, hey, I didn't think about it that way yet, but it makes a lot of sense. Let's make these tweaks, and then I can actually order more good stuff, and I can actually anticipate on all the good stuff to continue to come into my life. So if you like that, comment below and say yes. And I also want to say once more, the reason why I wanted to do this live video today and this live training about this particular topic is because, first of all, I know this is a topic on top of your minds because I see your posts coming by in this beautiful group, and I see that all of you are putting in such fantastic efforts to to manifest and to do good things and to get good coming back your way. And this is a key piece of knowledge, a key thing to just keep in your mind and execute in your habits that will allow you to be much faster and much sharper and much happier at the same time. And secondly, it is because of the upcoming Freedom Lifestyle Challenge. And for those of you who are just tuning in, because I see the numbers are still rising, this is the challenge that we're going to be running on the 28th of September. It's going to start. But like I said to you guys before, there's a number of pre-trainings that I want to do because I know for a fact, and again, those of you who've ever been on our challenges, comment below if you agree with me. I know for a fact that this challenge is going to change thousands of lives. It's going to really make a difference because what are we going to do? We're going to be sharing things with you guys to change the way how you see things, change the way how you feel things and feel about yourself, and change the way how you action things, thereby making a complete reality shift such that you can actually pursue the life of your dreams and you can actually take actionable steps to create specifically more happiness, more abundance, more wealth in your life. A quick question, because sometimes when I talk about these things, some people say, no, I don't want to make money. If you don't want to make money, then maybe this challenge is not for you. Well, that's not entirely true because we also see people get a lot of happiness from it. We see people, find relationships from it. We see people get great friendships from it. We see people really get way more confidence than they've ever had before. We see people undertake things they would have never undertaken, and they've been just waiting and wishing for it for ages. But also, and this is something that I talked about recently, the last challenge, we saw some financial transformation happening, and that is something really cool. And I've never seen it before in this particular setting, where people were actually securing investment of thousands of dollars while we were running a challenge, just a few days. And that really blew my mind. And that's why this challenge we have really, fine-tuned everything in order to get real huge life-changing transformation. And I do want to say one thing about it before I dive into today's topic, where I've prepared my whiteboard on my wall. I actually want to lay out a few things for you guys. What I want to share regarding the challenge is that it's not for everyone. And I just want to be honest with you guys. Honesty penetrates, as Master Shri Akash always says, and it's important to be honest because I literally can't say, oh, by joining this challenge, we will share with you results that have allowed us to make over millions, and therefore you're going to be a millionaire in 7 days. Woohoo! I can't say that, right? Absolutely cannot guarantee anything. But what I do know is that it has worked for us. It has worked for our top students, and we have been able, on a number of occasions now, to streamline the education in such a way that we can pass on a lot of this copy-pastable knowledge to thousands of people just by means of a live stream. And we want to share it with more people because there are a number of people on here right now that have been on the previous challenge, people like Rochelle, amazing. Satish, he's one of the people who collected thousands of dollars of investment. Who else? We got Nguna in the house who was there. Deline. We got so many amazing people on here. Milda. They were on the last challenge, and basically, like, why am I saying it's not for everyone? I'm saying that because it will transform you, regardless of who or what you are. But in order for you to actually see results, you have to be of that kind of person that says, hey, I'm actually going to do the work. I'm actually going to participate. I'm actually going to, tune in. I'm going to free up my calendar and tune in 2 hours for 7 days. And if you can't do that, then it's not for you. If you expect to have something where you just click on a button and therefore, boom, you're a millionaire, then this is not for you. You have to be willing to step up as a leader, as an individual, as a winner, to say, hey, I actually feel attracted to this. I actually feel that I am ready to make a change. I feel it's my time. Therefore, I will not just say, hey, I want the universe to just deliver everything to me. No, I'm going to take action and show the universe that I'm ready. I'm going to show the universe that my vessel is strong right now and I'm ready to receive. I'm going to put in the work. And what do I mean by the work? By the work, I mean show up for 7 days, 2 hours. By the way, if you cannot show up 2 hours for 7 days to better your life, then making millions, making a big impact, living a freedom lifestyle is going to be quite hard. If you're not able to just set aside a little bit of your time to invest in yourself, to grow yourself, and literally learn strategies that we apply on a day-to-day basis and that work for us, that allow us to make a big impact all around the world and make big money as well, then it's going to be hard. But on the other hand, if you say, hey, I like this, I'm ready, and I want the universe to know that I'm ready, I'm going to show up, I'm going to play my part, then this can transform you. And a lot of the time people say to me, like, why can you be so confident? How can you say that this will transform you? How can you even say that? I know, because I've done it before many times. We've facilitated empowerment many times. And I'm just super excited to take a whole group of thousands of people through this journey once again, because it's magical. And you will not recognize yourself after the 7 days. And if you're thinking right now, like, what? How can 7 days, 2 hours a day, how can it transform me so much? I dare you. Join it. You'll see. You'll see for yourself. So for those of you who are not yet part of it, click on the link. It is in the description, and it's also like below here. Yes, I like that. Chrissy says, I'm ready. So the link is also below here. It's just pointing around. I don't know if you guys can see it. So it's tjibaria.com/FLC7. All right. So that's what the challenge is about. But let's dive into today's topic. And I want you guys to make notes. Make sure to make notes in your notebook. Write some things down because it allows you to learn a lot more faster, retain more of the information. Plus, the act of listening, the act of writing, the act of verbalizing, the act of commenting, they hold vibrations. So when I say, hey, comment below and say, I'm ready. Type it out. Do it. Because it holds vibration. It holds the vibration of, yes, I am ready. And therefore, universe, always watching you, say, hey, this person is ready. So big shout out to Chrissy for putting up that initiative. All right. So what I want you to write down is two shifts. In order for you to get yourself from where you are to where you want to be, there are 2 shifts necessary. 2 big shifts. Okay? So I want to start off with shift number 1. I'm just quickly checking if the camera can capture this properly. So I'm going to write down in here, number 1. Yeah, she said, okay, cool. And then here, we're going to talk about shift number 2. Okay? So also for those of you who are watching this on replay, make sure to continue this video, make sure to watch it until the end because there's 2 very, very big shifts. And where do we get these shifts from? How have we said and seen like, hey, these 2 shifts are necessary for making change? Basically, we've just looked at our students. We've just looked at when we see students get tremendous results, how is it that they have made those changes? And by observing that, we've now made it more into a, let's say, in a structured step-by-step form, so that more people like you can also adopt it. So the first one is called a vibrational shift. So make sure to write this down. Okay, so a vibrational shift is the first thing that you need. And this has all to do with the Amazon packages that I was just talking about. So if you have two colors, I would really recommend you to make use of the two colors, and then we're going to draw something out. So let me ask you this thing. By the way, I've got a very, very funny YouTube video coming up soon. In I don't know, in a few days. It's basically it's 5 steps how to create or how to live a miserable life. Basically, it's really like it's a comedy type video, and basically it says these 5 steps you must take in order to live a miserable life. And if you don't want to live a miserable life, if you want to live, the good life, then do the opposite of these 5 steps, right? And so, what we normally see when we observe people is that if you have very clearly, we look at the difference between a successful person and a not successful person. And I'm gonna say it in this form. It sounds a bit harsh, it sounds a bit blunt, and why am I saying it this way? But just for us to understand, like, this is a person who is achieving what he or she wants to achieve, the successful one, and this is a person who is not achieving it. Even though they might deserve it, they're not achieving it, all right? And this can be in any area. It could be in the area of wealth, so this person has accumulated a lot of wealth, this person hasn't. It could be in the area of parenting. This person is a fantastic, beautiful parent. This person isn't, right? It's not taking care of the kids at all. What else can we talk about? This is a very healthy and fit person, and this is a not healthy and fit person. This is a person living, life with beautiful relationships with family, with partner, and everything. This is a person that is not having that, but would want it, right? So that's kind of the distinction. Successful person achieving what he or she wants to achieve, and a not successful person. And I want you to understand what is the difference between that, and then we can also understand what we must do in order to create that vibrational shift, especially if you've been doing the practices and you're not yet seeing the results, right? So one very big thing is that when it comes to successful people, first of all, what they realize, and I want you to write this down, they realize, I deserve it. So I want you to comment that below. Write down and affirm it. I deserve it, right? Sometimes, and this is something that I see very often when speaking on different stages all around the world, that people take themselves out of the game. They say like, oh, I'm not sure, maybe that's not meant for me. Even though you really want it. Have you ever done that? Have you ever thought that, oh, I really would want this thing, but I'm not sure if, maybe someone else can have it. And even though that's super, super kind, but what you have to understand, and I want you to affirm it too, write it down, is that abundance is there for everyone. Abundance is there for everyone. There's not a lack of abundance. There's just a lack of our mind in understanding the laws of abundance. So we have to understand that we deserve it. We are allowed to be happy. We are allowed to be healthy. We are allowed to be wealthy. And that's a very important thing. Because if you understand you deserve it, then you also know not to take yourself out of the game too easily. And that's the second part. I want you to write this down. Successful people do whatever good it takes to go and achieve it, to take action, to keep momentum, to invest in themselves, to go and get it in all good means. And that's why I say, and I want you to comment it below, do whatever good it takes. A lot of people say, yeah, do whatever it takes. Well, personally, I will not do whatever it takes because that includes doing bad things. And I don't like doing bad things. I don't like hurting people. So I believe in do whatever good it takes. And if you're with me, comment below and say, I will do whatever good it takes. Okay? So that's that thing. Now, what then becomes important is that sometimes you want to grab something. You see something. Let me just keep it simple. We're talking about money. So some people want to become more wealthy, want to have financial freedom, want to have not to worry about the bills every single month, right? Living paycheck to paycheck. We envision this thing right now and we say, hey, I want more wealth. Okay? First step is I deserve it. Second step is, hey, I am going to do whatever it takes to accumulate it. But even though you have the mindset and you say, yes, I'm going to do whatever it takes, doesn't always mean that you have the knowledge to do it. Sometimes you think, hey, I have no idea how to do it. How many of you in school have had the course Passive Income Creation? How many of you had the course in school where it's about automation in income? How many of you have had a course where it was about monetize your passion? Well, I don't know about you guys, but I have never had any of these courses. We're not educated as such, which is a big pity, right? It's a very, very big pity that we learn how to do Pythagoras, we learn how to do algebra, we learn how to know all the cities in every single country, but we don't know how to look after ourselves. So that is a big funny thing about the educational system. But what does it mean? What does it mean to you right now? It means that perhaps at this very moment in time, you do not yet know how. Now let me bring up number 3 of the difference between successful people and not successful people. Number 3 is that not successful people, they use that as an excuse. They say, I don't know how. I was never taught how. I haven't got this and that. Whereas successful people say, I will find out how. And I want you to affirm that. Comment that below. And write down, I will find out how. Because this is something that Master Yakashna has taught me very early on in my entrepreneurial journey. And I want you to comment it below. It is never, ever the lack of resources. It's only ever the lack of resourcefulness. And this is truly important because there's this thing that we say, and for those of you who are part of the challenge, we'll talk about this very, very much during the first 2 days, which is there's reasons or results. You can't have both. Either you give reasons, they say, oh, I can't do it because of this, oh, I can't do it because of that. Okay, cool, you have your reasons, but you cannot have reasons and results at the same time. You can only have one of them. So if you don't want to be a person who only gives reasons, then go get it and get the results. And ask yourself this question, how can I find it out? Where can I acquire that knowledge? Where can I find people who already have done it? Where can I network with people? Where can I find a mentor that can help me go through the steps? So these are very important things to keep in mind when it comes to you wanting to create success in any area of your life. So very quickly recapping, the difference between successful and non-successful is that the successful people, they understand and affirm, I deserve it. Number 2, they will do whatever good it takes to go out there and get it. And number 3, if they don't know how, they'll find out how to do it. And let me tell you one thing. A few years back, I didn't know anything about business. I didn't know anything about marketing. I was doing, for those of you who saw my video yesterday, I was doing science. I was doing astrophysics. I was a researcher at the university. I didn't know anything about this stuff. But I did know this one thing. Actually, 2 things. One, I wanted to give back to my family, and I wanted to give back to people in circumstances that are less fortunate than myself. I want to give back to my parents because they've always been there for me, always been there for my brother and my sister. They've always given us unconditional love, support, education, no matter what it is that we needed to learn and grow ourselves. We've always gotten that. And I want to give that back to my parents. Second of all, one thing also that our parents taught us is to help people, to be going out there and support people, provide education, provide help, provide anything that we can do to help people also share the abundance in that way, right? And so these 2 things I knew I wanted to do, but I didn't know how. Because one thing that I did know is that if I was going to continue in my quantum physics and stellar dynamics and all that stuff, I wasn't going to achieve that goal. I knew I had to get good at the money game to be able to give on a massive scale, to make a global impact. Because you don't need money to do good. Just me smiling at you is already a good deed, and I didn't need money for that. But I wanted to be able to make structural changes to really better people's lives. And in order for you to do that, like some of you may want to build your own charity at some point. What I'm here to tell you is that in order to do that, first, you got to be able to provide sustainable income, create sustainable income for yourself so that then you can help other people. It's a very, very important thing. And I speak to this also to all of our top level clients, is that they say, oh yeah, I want to do this charity, that charity. So yeah, that's good. But understand that in order for you to really do this in a good way, build your income first. It doesn't stop you from giving to charity, of course not. But if you want to raise and create a charity, then first build your own income. Because otherwise you have a charity for a week, and then you don't have any sources of income, you can't continue it. And then you won't help the people, right? So this is a very, very important thing. And at that time, I didn't know how. I knew that what I was doing wasn't going to get me there, and I didn't know how. But what I did know is that there are other people out there that have done it before. So this is another thing I want you guys to know, and comment it below. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, find someone who has done it before and model them, learn from them, take their mentorship, take their program. This is crucial. And some of you may be thinking right now, well, but I don't want to go and, ask someone else for help. I want to do it myself. I can do it myself. Well, the truth of the matter is you, in principle, could do it yourself. You could go out there, try, fail, trial, error, all that stuff. And if you had infinite life, you'll probably get there. But the thing is, we don't have infinite life. We don't even know how much of life we have. We don't know how much time we have on this beautiful planet. And so why would we stay in a scarcity mindset where we have this really weird sense of pride that we should figure it all out on our own? Because at the end of the day, if your goal is beautiful, you want to help people, you want to do good, you want to change life and maybe even save lives. Do you think those lives that you want to help saving have the time to wait for you while you figure it out on your own? Or is it actually a good deed to speed up your own process by humbling yourself and say, hey, you've done it before, I'll learn from you. Thereby acquiring the skills way quicker, being able to accumulate your own wealth way quicker, and thereby being able to help way quicker, right? And this is a big thing. I used to be super proud, and I still am quite a bit proud, but I also understand is that if it doesn't serve you, don't have it. Understand that at the end of the day, we are all one. We're all one beautiful family on this beautiful planet. And whether person X did it first and you're learning from person X, or whether you figure it out on your own, like, it shouldn't matter. We're here to do something good. And we're here to do something good in a foreseeable time so that we can bless the world, bless ourselves, bless our family members, and actually live the good life. Because we're not on earth to be here and be miserable. We're actually here to enjoy. We're here to enjoy life, to do good things, to feel happy, to feel that connection, to be able to make other people smile in the most beautiful way. And in order to do that, we also must feel good, right? Have you ever had it that sometimes you wake up in the morning and you go to work and you just feel like, I'm here again. You look out the window, you see traffic, you look at your computer screen, and you look at the files that you must analyze or emails you must send or whatever you must do. Then you go to a meeting or you're in the meeting and you're looking at the people in the meeting, probably thinking the same as you are thinking, and just wondering like, is this my purpose? Is this what I use most of my precious time on earth to consume myself with? Because let's be honest, right? Most of our time is at work. Most of our time we spend working, thinking about work. because we need to bring in the money. But what if we were to turn it around? What if we could actually do something that we feel fulfillment in? We do something that it brings us happiness. It allows us to bring other people happiness and still make money. How many of you would want something like that? Comment below if you would want something like that, because let me tell you, that is real, that is out there. And me, 4.5 years ago, as I was undergoing it, because what I'm sharing right now is what I was facing. I was doing research for the university in a beautiful topic, but I felt like I couldn't see myself do this for forever, you know? And I don't know if you guys can resonate with it, but if you do, let us know, share it. Because the first stage is for us to become aware of things, for us to understand that, hey, actually, I'm feeling a certain way, and it's because of this. And now I understand, now I have the awareness, how can I change it? And that's what this challenge is about, is by presenting you with these different stages of getting the awareness, awakening to what else is out there, and then starting to learn how you too, at this very moment in time, can make structural changes that you will allow yourself to see results. You will allow yourself to feel a difference in yourself, in your perspective, then in your actions, and then this is the ideal scenario which we have beautifully and feeling so blessed to take so many students through, is that at some point they were able to say, bye, I quit. I'm going to focus on doing what I love. And that is beautiful. And I'm not saying that a job is bad. If you do your job and you love it, then that's good. But the reason why I'm saying this is because statistics show that 85% of people hate their jobs. So statistically, most of you hate your jobs. Most of you are not feeling fulfilled in what it is that you do. And I'm here to tell you that you can change it around. It doesn't have to be drastic like what I did. I just said, hey, I'm gonna go do this thing. See ya. It doesn't have to be like that. And I didn't say it as blunt like that, but it can happen gradually. You can build something up on the side, and then as soon as that starts to bring in the income, you don't have to go to work anymore. You can say, hey, I respectfully quit. See ya. Right? Now I'm just seeing that my laptop is giving me a notification that the energy is low. I'm talking so funny. First, my battery is low, so I'm quickly going to grab the charger. It'll take me 30 seconds, but in those 30 seconds, I want you to write down for yourself, what if it was all up to you would be your ideal future in 5 years' time? So just picture yourself. Don't limit yourself in any way. Just think about it. If it was all up to you, where would you like to see yourself in 5 years from now? Comment it below. Share it with us, okay? I'll be back in a second. All right, let's quickly see. Working smart and enjoy 7-figure compensation. Regina saying beautiful. And Suvetha saying CEO of my company. Wonderful, you got this. Eric is saying sitting on the beach with my laptop. Beautiful, that is so beautiful. By the way, I just want to say one thing because it's always very, very funny. And like I've tried it so many times before, sitting on the beach with my laptop, but it's so difficult, right? It's not like, it looks like the perfect picture, but the sand sometimes gets like on the screen and on your keyboard, and then the sun glares onto it, and then therefore you can't see it properly. But just saying that as a funny thing. I'll be helping friends and family. Beautiful. Inguna. Rithima says freedom lifestyle. Yeah, freedom lifestyle. I want to see myself making a very well sustainable income while traveling the world. Beautiful, Joanka. Nice. A lot of beautiful things coming in right now. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate that. And what I want to say, and this is something that I will say over and over again in the challenge and in the pre-training of the challenge, is that this future, it exists. It is there. And what I'm going to write down right now is specifically about that point. Because this is us. Okay? This is you, any of you. And the future that we want is over here. So let's just make it into a package, an Amazon package. And just put a little bit of this is like a classical package. Yeah, this is the package that we want. Now, what we have to understand is that we have vibrations. So make sure to make notes about it. We have vibrations, and the future, the packages, also have vibrations. And we can only order certain packages if we match our vibration to that. So what does it mean? Like, I've been so funny, like I'm talking about Amazon, like I'm some kind of Amazon expert, but I'm not, because recently I was ordering these lamps and they came in with a different plug, right? And so that's kind of the same analogy. I was using Amazon.com and I'm in the UK, and so the plug doesn't match my plug in the UK. So it doesn't work. I cannot actually get that thing, or I cannot order that thing, or I cannot receive that thing in the right way. Now, obviously, this particular example, I just got an extra plug converter, and now it works. But when it comes to real life manifestation, we have to make sure that the vibration that we have matches the vibration of that future, of that package that we want to attract to ourselves. And here comes the cool thing, because let me tell it in this way. Let's say that up to this point, you have been doing certain things that maybe, or maybe not even up to this particular point, maybe like a little while back, you didn't do all those beautiful rituals and beautiful habits and stuff like that. Like maybe you didn't do visualization, or you didn't meditate, or you didn't do yoga, or you didn't mind your diet, or whatever it may be, right? You didn't do these things yet. And therefore, maybe at some point, or maybe very regularly, you felt angry, you felt lack of energy, maybe you felt even a little bit, mad at the world. Maybe your perspective on life was a bit like grumpy. Maybe any of these things could apply, right? What you have to understand is that this old you, let me just write it over here. So this is the old you. It had a particular chaotic vibration. And I'm just writing it in this way because then we understand, hey, this was the old you, and we had that vibration. And what we have to understand is, by us having this vibration, and this is what we do naturally, right? We always manifest. We're not always manifesting what we want, but that's a different story. But we always manifest, and we manifest whatever matches the packages, whatever matches our vibration. So what we have to understand, by us being in a particular state, we basically go to our manifestation Amazon and we order packages that match this vibration. And then what does Amazon do? It is sending those packages over. Okay. So here's this package, is on its way now. Then another package which you ordered earlier with earlier vibrations, earlier behavior, also on its way. Right? And then one just arrived right now, and it made you feel like, why is this happening? Okay. Now, then you get into some kind of spiritual awakening. You feel like, hey, I understand. I have some responsibility in whatever I'm ordering. Let me change my ways. Let me actually put those practices in place. Let me meditate. Let me drink good water. Let me breathe before I talk. Let me look at the life at life from a more happy perspective. So you change your ways. You're putting in all the efforts. Every single day, you're putting the efforts. You're putting the efforts. You're putting the efforts. So you feel a little shift. You feel a little vibrational shift. And so this is you now. Okay, this is you now, and you have a much more calm vibration, much more happy, much more abundant vibration. And by you having this new abundant vibration, let me put a smile on this one, and then this one, I'm putting a grumpy face. I don't know if you ever look like this, but with this smiley face, oh, this one looks really happy, doesn't it? Right? You start to order the new packages, which are the happy packages, the good manifestations. They match the new you, right? So this one is on its way, and you order another one. This one may take a bit longer, but they're on their way. Okay, so these are the new packages that you have just ordered, and they have been scheduled to be sent to you. So they're on their way. They're not there instantly. That's if you do instant manifestation, but most of the time it takes a bit of time, right? And now, one day you wake up, you're having your beautiful, happy vibes, you're doing your rituals, you're doing your good habits, and guess what? Ding dong, this package arrives. A not happy package. Something happens. Someone yells at you. You get in an argument with someone. And you just think to yourself, what is this coming from? Why is this happening to me? Like, what? I was not expecting this after so many good days. How many of you have ever had something like that? You're doing in all the beautiful practice. You're putting in the effort. But then something's happened to you and you're just like, why am I trying? Why am I even doing the yoga if it's not happening for me? How many of you have ever had something like that? Comment below, let me know. Yeah? Because what we have to understand is that yes, we may be in a good vibration right now, and this may have caused the beautiful orders to be scheduled to send, but we still have old packages coming our way, which matched our old vibration. They didn't come instantly either, but they're arriving right now. And guess what? These older packages that match the old vibration, they are actually also a test to see if you are worthy of these beautiful packages. Because guess what happens to most people? This person wakes up beautiful, happy vibrations, yoga, water, gratitude, package arrives. All of a sudden, not so grateful. Then being grumpy again, returning to this state. Why is this happening to me? I may as well not do all this stuff, this woo-woo stuff. Doesn't work. Why is it happening to me? Then you shift back. And instantly, you order these ones again. But guess what happens? These ones that were on the way, Amazon looks and, hey, wait a second. They no longer match the vibration. Well, maybe it was a mistake. Let's cancel the order. And that happens too, because of the way how we receive these old packages. And this is a very important thing to realize. Let me know, comment below if this creates some kind of an aha moment for you. While I take a sip. Because the big problem in this world, beautiful Amanda, the big problem in this world, and this is also because of how technology is so super fast, we want instant gratification. We want instant results. We feel like, yes, I'm doing good now. I should be instantly rewarded for my good behavior. But it doesn't work like that, right? And what it means is that how can we change it around? Because I see some of you are now saying, hey, aha, this is, I understand now why it's like this, right? But how can you now shift it? How can you now change it? It basically is like this. Whenever we are like this, whenever we are in our good practices, we have our good vibration, we make the effort, whenever something comes in our life, a storm of life comes by, so these packages are the storms of life, you are being tested. And we need to pass those tests. We need to stay in the good vibration, even though this is happening. And a few tips of how you can do this is, write this down. One tip is stay calm. That's why Master Shri Krishna always says, take a deep breath in and out. Breathe. Stay calm. That's number one. Number two is actually have an awareness approach to something. Have an awareness approach and understand that, hey, when something is happening, this person, for instance, is coming and yelling at you, you'll be thinking, like, why is this person yelling at me? I'm doing my yoga every day. Understand and take responsibility that it may be a result of how you have been acting to this person in the past. Because even though you're going through a vibrational shift, you have seen the, you've seen the light, you are spiritually awakened now. It doesn't mean that everyone in your surrounding also is going through that. And therefore, if you are changing right now, you cannot expect the whole environment around you to change equally as fast. And so in that process, we have to really understand that the responsibility of being in this vibration also means that we understand the perspective of others and respect the perspective of others and take responsibility for the reaction of others based on our previous actions. So if a person right now is yelling at us, could be because maybe a little while back when we weren't so aligned, we were also yelling at that person. And even though right now I'm not yelling, this person still has that prejudice or let's say anticipation on your own behavior. So basically, you may have had it before too, that you have already a preconceived opinion about a person or about a thing, about a film. And then you go in there and you think, it's going to be bad. And then actually it turns out to be bad. Why? Because you went in with that preconceived vibration, and therefore you actually manipulated it to go in a certain way. You may have had this before, maybe with friends, maybe with family members, that you thought, here's this family member, or here's this friend, and this friend is always like that, and therefore your whole posture is already like, and therefore you create something. This is what is called self-fulfilling prophecy. And if right now we understand that, hey, we have made this vibrational change, we have got this new understanding, we are awakened, then understand that also, whenever these new old packages arrive, whenever these events happen in our life that are not necessarily the nicest, that we stay calm, that we breathe, that we come from a place of understanding. We come from a place of responsibility because we have probably in the past done certain things that have caused this action. Or if not, you may be thinking, hey, but what if I bump into someone in the street and this person I don't even know and they randomly start yelling at me? That can also be something that you have attracted, even though you don't know the person, it was attracted based on previous vibration. And therefore, it comes as a test in your life. And so, what does it bring us right now? It brings us to a state where we say, hey, okay, I have this new understanding. Whenever something happens in my life that I don't necessarily like, for instance, a bill comes along, a very big bill, and you're like, stay calm. Come from understanding. It's because of previous actions, previous ways of doing things. And also, and this is the next thing I want you to write down, be solution focused. Because We can sit here, look at this package and think like, why are you here? But thinking, why are you here, is not going to make that package go away. Nor is it going to speed up the process of these ones arriving. So we better focus on the solution. Because remember this one thing, this is something that Master Sri Akarshana also always talks about, right? That whatever you focus on expands. And a lot of the time what we do is we look at this package and we're like, why, and who, why, we do all these weird noises. And then this package gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And we're like, no. That's why they say, when it rains, it pours. We make it pour. Why not think, hey, it's raining, let's step inside. Or it's raining, let's grab an umbrella. Or it's raining, let's enjoy the rain. Right? Be solution focused. You will see, and this is something I can guarantee, you will see that you'll get to the solution quicker, and your whole perspective of this testing situation, it actually becomes way more enjoyable. Whereas normally you would cry and shout and all these things. Now you actually look at it and think like, yeah, it's happening and it will be over soon. So hey, if you're down, you can only go up, right? And you actually change the way how you think about it. And instantly you get back in a good vibration. And guess what Amazon is thinking then, or Manifestation Son is thinking, hey, this is a very strong vessel, very strong person. Yeah, it's good. Let's speed up these processes. Let's put a little turbo behind this package, and then boom, and then all of a sudden, you're being blessed with this package. So, what is the conclusion? The conclusion is that vibrational shifts are necessary in order for us to attract what we want. But this is not a one-time thing. This is a continuous process. And because of the tests of life and the fact that packages don't arrive instantly, they take time to arrive, we are basically teaching ourselves to consistently vibrationally shift and actually consistently be in the good vibrations. And it doesn't mean that you're always happy, always smiling. No, sometimes these packages can be really serious. But you have a choice. And this brings me back to the two types of people. The unsuccessful person or the successful person. The unsuccessful person will go look at that package, measure it, ask whatever question there is to be asked, and they stay stuck on that package, thereby canceling all these beautiful orders, thereby increasing the size of this package, thereby degrading their vibration and not allowing yourself to advance. Whereas the successful person, they look at it as they come from a point of view of understanding and compassion and responsibility. And they remember, wait a second, vibrational shifts, let's stay on course. Let's stay in good vibrations. What is the solution? How can we solve this? And then you will see that this package, poof, it wasn't so big. All of a sudden, this was just a mini thingy, and you just put it aside, and you continue on your happy vibration, and these ones come faster and faster. If this makes sense to you, comment below and say, makes sense. Yeah? And by the way, for those of you who are just tuning in, because I can see the numbers, they kind of fluctuate, so it means that people are tuning in and tuning off. But for those of you who September until the 4th of October, that's Sunday, join. 100% join, really. It's going to change your life. And I can say this with certainty. So it's free of charge. We're going to do this. We already have thousands of people from all around the world signing up. And I want to invite you to it too. I know it will change your life. All right? All right. I see a lot of make sense coming in. Amazing. Woo-hoo, super. Okay, cool. So then number 2. So we have the vibrational shift. We understand that our vibes need to be good. Number 2 is what I like to call a habitual shift. So comment it below. Okay? A habitual shift. So what does it mean? It means that you have to change your habits. You have to change your actions. And this is a very important thing. And this is something that, again, Master Sri Akarshana talks about a lot. He says if you listen even to the words law of attraction, it holds the word action. So yes, it is super important to change our vibrations, but we also need to take action steps. We also need to move. We need to have that energy in motion, right? And so by the first step, us getting in good vibrations, in good alignment, then the second thing is, like that successful person said, I will find out how, is for you to find out how this can be achieved. Because this package, yes, the alignment needs to be there, but we also need to take action steps. And so what does it come down to with the habitual shift? It basically, there's two main things that I want to share with you. And basically, it's very simple, and this is what we will exactly go through with the 7-Day Freedom Lifestyle Challenge. And by the way, if you are signed up for the Freedom Lifestyle Challenge, comment below, say FLC7. I want to see how many of you are part of it. I'm super excited to be taking you guys through that journey. The first one is basically, how do you say? It's basically, these two things. So it's about cleansing, removing, deleting bad habits, things that do not serve you. I'll give a few examples in a moment. And it's about downloading, learning, integrating good habits. And specifically what we will talk about in the Freedom Lifestyle Challenge is good habits in your mind, your mindset, your belief in yourself. Number two, the awareness of what this world actually has to offer. There's much more than you have learned at school. There's much more than media tells you. There's a lot of opportunities out there where you can start the day to basically do what you love and help people with it and make money from it. So basically broadening your awareness and basically awakening to what else is out there, the abundance that is out there. Number three is learning strategies, actionable steps that are there to allow you to do exactly the previous one. Basically, ways of how you can build an audience, ways of how you can share your message, ways of how you can help people, ways of how you can make money, ways of how you can automate the money-making process, ways of how you can literally go to bed, wake up, and see your Stripe notifications go crazy because you've made so many sales on your ebook, for instance. It's the strategies that we do on a day-to-day basis that we want to literally show you behind the scenes so that you can copy and paste it into your own life as you see fit. Now, if you are excited for this, then comment below. Number two is downloading good habits. Yeah. Now, what is this one? Let me just give a quick example, and we're gonna dive way deeper in it in the challenge itself. But I just want to give a very quick example. Something you can already start doing today is I want you to think, what is it that you are doing on a day-to-day basis that is not serving you? Then just cancel it out. For instance, if every single day you consume 7 hours of Netflix, probably that's not helping you, because it's just basically passive, right? It's not allowing you to do anything, it doesn't allow you to create things. So that would be a habit that is probably not the best for you. I'm not saying never watch Netflix. I love watching Netflix. I love watching one of my favorite series, Gossip Girl. I just love it so much. I watch it every now and again. Or I like watching documentaries. By the way, two very good documentaries, or no, films, real life stories that I recommend you to watch. One is Steve Jobs. It's so good about his life and basically the three big launches that he did. Such a fantastic film. It's the one with Kate Winslet in it. And then the other one that I really recommend you that can really stimulate your entrepreneurial mind is Social Network. It's basically the story about Mark Zuckerberg and how he created Facebook. Is so exciting. So like Netflix is not bad, but if you only sit and watch Netflix and can't do anything else, it's not serving you. So scrap it. Minimize the hours. Maybe another thing. Maybe you are the type of person that can sit and overthink everything that happens in your life, every scenario, everything. You're just overthinking, and you literally know when it's happening because you get that feeling in your tummy. Like, oh, I'm doing it again. Oh my gosh, what if this? What if that? What if that? Oh, what did this person say? Like, what did they mean with this? What did it? All that stuff. That's not serving you. It's a bad habit. Cleanse it. And this is something you can do right now. Just have a look. You can write it down if it helps. What are things that you do in your everyday life that are not necessarily helping you forward? It's not necessarily helping you get in alignment with this future that you guys wrote down before. Take out what's not serving you. Take out the bad habits. Maybe you can also, and that's actually really cool, when you're revisiting your bad habits, you can actually see, hey, I used to go to the gym. I used to actually very much enjoy it. Then bring that back in. Bring back good habits, right? And that's kind of like downloading, but or not per se downloading. You already know these ones, so bring them back in. And organize your life such that you can be that superstar that you actually are, right? This is what a lot of people say, like we are living a movie and you're the main character. Now, you can orchestrate your movie in every way you see fit. You can redefine yourself and your life and the way how you bless other people and yourself. So this is something you can already do today. But for those of you who are still thinking like, okay, but I don't know exactly how, don't worry. We're gonna take you through this process during the challenge, and that's why I'm so excited. So really very excited to have you to be on this train today. But I really recommend you to join our 7-day challenge. It's literally going to change your life. And actually, for those of you who don't know about this yet, we have a little bit of a very cool thing going on. And this thing is that we are wanting to spread the word. And I'm going to say this one again. I've shared this, I think, in my video last week or a couple of days ago. But I want to say it again because it means so much, and it allows you to actually right now already make a difference. And it is the following. So basically, one of Manshree Akashna's good friends, Jared Robbins, he's the son of Tony Robbins. For those of you who know, he's a big person in self-development, and he's like a big celebrity. And Jared Robbins has this saying, and I want you guys to comment it below. It is learn it, live it, give it. And so what it means is that first you learn it. You learn the ropes. You learn, like, you educate yourself. You invest in yourself. Then you apply it and you live it. You start living the life in such a way. You apply these things on a day-to-day basis. And then the third one is give it. You give it to other people. You contribute to other people. And on the same line as that beautiful saying, we want to ask you to together actually already start the giving process. Meaning that I want to invite you, if you like, let me first ask you this question. How many of you here like making a difference? How many of you here love helping people? If you do, comment below, say yes. How many of you love being able to bless another person with a smile, with education, with something that you know can better their lives, right? And if that is you, all I'm asking is for all of us together to invite other people to also join in this challenge. Because like I am saying to you, I know this challenge will change your life. And if you think, hey, I know my friend or my brother or my family member or my business partner or whoever can actually benefit from this too, this is a free challenge. I'm running it anyways. And I really feel like because we've done it so many times before, and I know the change that it makes to people, I want to be able to help as many people as I can. And I can do that not by myself. This is something where we can only do it together. And that's why I want to ask you, if you feel that this challenge is going to benefit you, and if you feel that it might actually benefit other people that you know, then by all means share it. Invite people. Like, we can have as many people as we want on this challenge. That's the beauty of it. It's in a free medium where anyone who is willing to change their lives can just join. And so what I want to ask you, we have a little contest in this way as well. If you make a post inside the creator circle, where, for instance, you take a selfie with you and this thing, or you just make a lovely post, or you sing a song, or you just go live, or you talk about a challenge, and you put the link there. So the link is this link. It's the one that's also in the description or in the banner below. Is tjibaria.com/FLC7. So this is the link. So all I'm asking is if you can make a post where you basically share the link and you say, hey guys, this is a free challenge. I'm part of it. It's super, super exciting. We're going to learn about this, and this. Join us for free because it's a free education. It allows you to better your life. And if you want to do that, I'm super, super grateful. And we actually have this in a double way. We have this like outside. So outside of this Facebook group, that'll be super, super amazing. And if you do it inside this Facebook group, we have sent an email as well, or you can do both, by the way. But if you do it inside this Facebook group and you include 3 hashtags, and it's a very positive post, then you can also win a prize. So I recommend you to do both, outside and inside. And then we can actually give out a prize. And you will see that when you sign up, you get an email, and on the email, the second email, it explains what this contest is. And the email is called, Are You a Game Changer? So guys, I just want to say thank you so much for being here, for vibing with us, for basically, taking in these learnings. I hope it has been useful for you. And again, I'm super excited to take you guys through this journey because this is a very good preparation for the 7-Day Freedom Lifestyle Challenge. And I cannot wait for you to actually completely change your life around for the better and allow you to live the good life, allow you to live with happiness, with abundance, with health, with all these good aspects. Because let me tell you one thing, you deserve it. And your time is now. So once again, thank you so much. I really, really love you all, and I cannot wait to see you guys at the challenge. And also, oh yeah, I almost forgot. I have a few more pre-trainings planned. So for those of you who are really excited about all of this, as excited as me, I've just planned a few pre-trainings that I just want to share some more stuff with you guys before we actually go to run the challenge. So I just want, for those of you who are very eager like that as well, write down these dates, because the next pre-training is on Monday, September 21. So that's another pre-training. It's going to be 4 p.m. UK time inside this group. You'll receive a notification, but just for those of you who are really, really serious about all of this, you can write it down already. So that's Monday, the 21st of September, 4 p.m. UK time. And then there was another one on Saturday, the 26th of September on 3 p.m. UK time. That one is a big one, but I really recommend you to be there on both of them if you can. But if not, then no, there's no not. Successful people, they go for it. Non-successful people, they think like, oh, I have a cat to wash, I have my whatever, silly things to do. You'll be there. So looking forward to see you guys on the next pre-training on the 21st of September, the one in the 26th of September, but most of all, on the Freedom Lifestyle Challenge itself, starting the 28th of September. So love you all, and see you guys soon. Bye-bye.